antavattu phalam tesham. That phala, the result that they get by worshipping the devatas, is antavata. It is going to end one time or the other. It is not that eternally they can enjoy the happiness that they get from worshipping the devatas. We may worship a certain devata, perform certain rituals according to what is described in the Vedas, please that devata and get some result. But that result will not be there permanently with us. So what happens? That after some time that result gets over, it gets finished. Just like businessmen, they worship Lakshmi Devi. All businessmen, they worship Lakshmi Devi. In all their shops you go, they will write Shubh Labh. All Shubha should happen and all Labha should come. There should be no Nashta and no Ashubha. But then, so they worship Lakshmi Devi and they get a lot of wealth. And then after some time what happens is, their business will go into loss and they will start losing money. So they cannot go on increasing their profits eternally, not possible. Or sometimes we see a man, he will earn a lot of money and leave it behind for the children. Children will take that wealth and they will try to further the business, but what will happen? Everything will collapse, and whatever the business the father started, everything will be finished in no time. So, the results of one's endeavor, what one gets by pleasing the devatas, is going to end. It is temporary. Therefore, if one endeavors to get something which is temporary, it is not an intelligent thing. One should strive for that which is permanent, that which will permanently be with us. So, Krishna says, so such less intelligent people, Shri Krishna Balarama ki, what is the temporary result that they get? Ultimately, not only they may get some benefit within this material world, but the maximum benefit that they can get is Devan Yanti Devayajo. They manage to go to the Swargaloka. They go to the planet of the Devata whom they are worshipping. Somebody is worshipping Chandra, so Somadeva, he will end up in his next life in the moon planet, where the facilities for sense gratification are much higher than this earthly planet. And therefore, they will be able to enjoy there. Or somebody else worships Surya, he can go to Surya Loka. There also the standard of material enjoyment is far greater than it is here in this earthly planet. Or somebody worships Indra, he can go to Swargaloka itself. If somebody worships Brahma, he can go to Brahmaloka. And Krishna says, but then, Mad Bhakta Yanti Mamapi. But those who worship me, that means those who worship Krishna, will go to Krishna's abode, will go to his Loka. So one may question, okay, I agree that trying for something temporary is not a good thing. We should try to achieve some result which will permanently remain with us. But then you are saying that the maximum result that you can get by worshipping the devatas is temporarily you can go to their abode. And you are saying that by worshipping Krishna, we can go to Krishna's Loka. What's the big difference? I may go to Krishna Loka, or I may go to Shiva Loka, or I may go to this Swargaloka, or I may go to Chandra, I may go to Surya. But what's the big difference? So Krishna clarifies in the 16th verse of the 8th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Abrahma bhuvanal lokaha punaravartino Arjuna maam upetyetu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. Krishna says, by going to Devan Devayejo Yanti, you may go to the Devalokas. But Abrahma bhuvanal lokaha, beginning from Brahmaloka, which is the topmost planet within this material universe, down to the bottommost planet, Punaravartino Arjuna, everywhere there is repeated birth, death, disease and old age. None of the planets is free from repeated birth and death. Punaravartinaha, again and again you will have to die and take birth. This is the characteristic of all the planets within this material world. But Maam Upetyatu Kaunteya, but one who worships Krishna and goes back to Krishna's abode, Punarjanmana Vidyate. He will never have to undergo death and again birth within this material world. That is the speciality of worshipping Krishna and going back to his abode, Goloka Vrindavan. Once we go there, once we achieve the Vaikuntha Lokas, there is no more birth and death within this material world. And so it is a permanent result of our activity of rendering bhakti, devotional service to Krishna. So, therefore, Krishna says, an intelligent person will worship Krishna and go back to him. Only an unintelligent person will worship the devatas for some temporary gain.